Alright, it's day 9, time to get the finishing touches done on the game. I'm a little bit sick this morning, but I don't have that much left to do today, so that's good. It's looking like I just have music, volume sliders, changes to the tutorial, and then I have the entire rest of the day to work on polish, so I'll get right into it. First I wrote a script to sync up conveyor animations, because this looks terrible. I did this by manually changing the sprite based on the time since the game was opened rather than using the Unity animator. It's done, but I must say, there should be an easier way to sync up animations in Unity. Next I made some simple sci-fi sounding ambient music in Ableton to play intermittently throughout the game. Here are excerpts from each of the 3 tracks I made. Full versions are up on my SoundCloud. Implementing the music was pretty straightforward. A track would play, and then after ending, a timer would start, waiting a random amount of time before starting a different random track. I had already posted a private beta version of the game accessible to my friends, who often help me out by testing the game for bugs and stuff before I release the finished product. And although mostly helpful, they also started an interesting competition. The sus% speedrun. In said speedrun, the timer starts when you place your first object and ends when the first Among Us game is sold. To this date, I hold the world record for the fastest time as seen in this clip. However, a friend of mine took this a step further and tasked the speedrun. Don't blink or you might miss it. Well, it's been a long 9 days, but I'm happy where I'm finally ending off. Here's an example factory I made in the game. As you can see, it's mass producing Among Us. My friend, while testing this out, made a giant Among Us factory that just produced ridiculous amounts of these guys. So as you can see, everything works exactly how I wanted it to. I even added some polish to the brain, a little shader that I whipped up that looks pretty cool. So it's taking player mechanics and combining them into multiplayer as a genre, and then combining that with the idea space to produce Among Us. And it's selling them on both sides, so there's like too many factories here, and then the robots all around are boosting the speeds of everything. But yeah, I'm feeling very good about where this ended up. I'm currently in the sandbox mode, which was actually a stretch goal of mine, but I managed to make it happen, and people are really liking it. But that about wraps up the final day of the jam for me. I spent today just adding loads and loads of polish, fixing lots of very big bugs, and I'm happy with how R&Dy turned out. So thanks for being along for the ride. If you want to give the game a try, there's a link in the description. Hope you enjoy, and post a comment telling me what you mainly produced or how many games or genres you discovered. I'm just interested in knowing how well people are able to do at the game. If this video gets enough support, I'll do more like it. I do game jams all the time, and I'd love to make videos about the process. If you have any feedback about the game, leave a comment about that too. And yeah, see ya!